Hey everybody, welcome to Old Man Raging Channel. It's been a while since I've done a little bit of vocal commentary here. Um, Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. If you like what we're doing here, like and subscribe. Leave some comments and likes. I appreciate that. Um, so basically, let's do a little bit of a summary recap of what's going on here. So I've been busy doing all the regular taming, lots of taming. Um, I've got a couple of lines set up already for for the key creatures that I like to tame and use. I've already the wyverns I had pretty well early. I went on top of some of these snow mountains here and grabbed some ice wyverns. So I managed to be able to get a high level ice wyvern I was farming around in some of the earlier episodes, and I have a pretty good, fairly powerful wyvern. Um, Lots of health, pretty good stam. This one's still got to put some points in. I'm already still at 450 now. Obviously, this is unmutated, and I haven't built a solid line yet. But these are really just the base starting points, which is pretty good for base starting points. I mean, even though I might not be uber overpowered, probably 10 mutations in, I'm going to be having a pretty powerful wyvern, ice wyvern. Um, I've been kind of liking the ice wyvern. Each wyvern kind of has its advantages, um, and this one here is a great ability to stun things. So I can stun and chew them fairly quickly. So it's a nice feature to have. I think if I wanted to go to the next one, um, the ice wyvern's great for doing the death worms in the desert. For doing a lot of the carnivores, you can fire them and then chomp on them. Um, the lightning wyvern is obviously great for harvesting wyverns and for being able to really battle things from afar. Maybe pretty good for trying to chew a little bit away at the gigas. Although I think the only way to really get the gigas is to trap them, um, and fire high level compound bows at them, probably around 50 or 60 to 100 of the metal arrows with the ascendant compound bows and things like that. Is probably the best way to get to cull out the gigas and rotate them through. They tend to stay spawned for quite a bit. Anyways, I'm rambling a little bit. I've got my baryonyx line that's here. Let's just check this egg that just came out. So what are we looking at? We're gonna activate my 39, 49, 49, 53, 43. Those are all really good numbers, and that's a male. So let's take a look at this male. What are we at here? We're at 32, 49. So basically 32, 49. That's really good. 49, 53, 43. So I don't really need a male, but this is a good, if I wanted, this would be a good a baryonyx to be a utility baryonyx. So I don't really need that. I already have one in here that's got all those stats. So really I'm looking to spit out a female because this female does have one low stat that I want to get out of the base there. So she's 32, 44, 33. So 33 on the food. What is it? The stam is not good. 53. What do we got? 53, 43. Yeah. So it's really the food and the stam I want to get out. Not so great for health, but not a big deal because these have the whip stun effect. So really, I'm not going to be taking a lot of bites before I'm going to be using the high health that's on these ones. 43 on the health is pretty good. Now these numbers here are after taming. So obviously these numbers have been skewed by taming them up. I don't have the base stats, whether it was 22 or 23 or 24, but I remember that when I got these, I usually only pick up high levels. That's in the 26.7s, 30s. There's different stats for different animals, but I'm quite happy that these are going to be more than enough for utility, and these are what I'm going to use to go in and get my Basilosauruses and Megalodons, and I'm going to use these in the water to get my water tames. I'm not yet ready to do the water tames. I'm looking for a Rex. I've been really having a hard time. Here's the Baryonyx here. So it's got all the high stats on it. So I'm really, I've been trying to harvest the Rex and get myself a Rex going here. Actually, let's put this one here. Okay, and I think I can, let's see if I got something I can call here. So basically what I do is I just call this one up. I don't need it. I have my pretty close to breeding pairs there, so it's just to call. And I'm doing this because I want to I don't want any unnecessary tames, and I want the cryo to be available. Okay, so let's just do a quick review before we get into the Rex search again. Let's do a little review of what we got here. All right, we do have the Gigantoraptors. Now, these Gigantoraptors, I have 2 males that are pretty good, pretty high level. Although the high stat, one is oxygen, the other one is food, I think. So not very good for the feathers. So I'm looking for a female to be able to start to breed that up a little bit. I have my Carnos. They're pretty good. I haven't really bred out the stats into the best of my stats on the Carnos because I don't use them very often. The Griffins, I have my set for Griffins. They're pretty good. So I have a pair that I can breed up quickly if I lose a Griffin. Theries, I'm still looking for my female Theory. I'm looking for a male Rex. I'm looking for a saddle for the Mantises because you can't fashion them on Ragnarok. So I have seen it pop up rarely in the loots. I haven't been into the really good loot crates yet. I farmed the real easy one in the snow mountain there. I'm looking for a female Megatherium as well. The Diplos I use for I used them for getting the Gigantoraptor at the beginning. They're really not very useful now because even if I was to cull it for a Carchosaur, the Carcha, the big one, you can't drag them. You can't seem to get underneath them to pick them up and drag them. Say they're too far away. I think the center point, I haven't been able to find a point where I can grab them. So they're really kind of useless to drag around and move. I find the best are the Rex babies. So I need to get my male Rex so they can start making up some Rex babies to be able to use those for the Karcha. And then I do have a Karcha right now that wasn't a very good tame. I think it was a 50% effectiveness. I probably could have used some of the imprint or the boost candies, or even if I had it tamed up the Archelon. I could have used some of the seaweeds to get back some of my taming effective, but I'm not going to worry too much right now because I'm going to cull around and see if I can get a better. The Castoroids, I think I have a pair of those that are good, right? So I do have a spare Castoroid now that I use for farming the wood and that. The dire bears, I use that for all my Rex tamings. I tend to use a dire bear over the Thyla because I can get it under the trap that I use, as well as I can move around quickly. It's pretty tanky. The Thylas are pretty good, but not necessary. I I prefer the dire bear because the area I'm in, I'm easy to get it. The Thylas, I have to drag them from a long distance to be able to get them. So I really don't, particularly use the Thylas. I have in the past, but I use the dire bear more because I can stand on it a lot easier as well too. While I'm shooting, so I can stand on and be protected, and not stand on the ground. Can't do that with a Thyla. It's just much better, I find. My RGs, I have my pair of RGs, so the RG that I have is pretty good, pretty high weight, so that's really good. I have my Ice Wyvern pair that I use up to breed up. I have the Baryonyxes as well. I do have some Ovises that are babies, and so I can make some Ovises if I need. But I usually just pick them up as I go around. I don't worry about an Anki. I could probably pick up a better one. It's really a low level one, like 102. Probably could pick up a better one, but really not necessary because I don't do a lot of metal farming at this stage right now. There's my dire bears. I think this one here, yeah, this is, what is it? This one here probably can be moved out because let me just check here. I probably forgot to call that out. Let me just see. So I have dire bear 1, dire bear 2, yeah, so this one here I don't. Let me just double check. 39, 33, 39. I'm just going down. 39, 33, 39, yeah. 31, 44, 42. 31, 44, 42, yeah. So this is kind of a repeat. It must have been a twin. So this looks pretty good. This one here, yeah, so 0% imprinting, that's pretty, so these are the base levels, so 229, 229. So this one here looks like it's a repeat. I think they came out in triplets. So let me check this before it hatches. Alright, so this is a male, and I need a female, is what I need. So I'm not going to be able to use that. Alright, so I think I could probably keep it, and then I don't have to tame it. I think that's why I kept it. Okay, alright. The Gigantoraptor, there's that one there. I have a Deinosuchus that's here. Alright, so I have a Deinosuchus I'm going to use in the water. I probably could replace that with the... Yeah, I'm going to replace that with the Baryonyx. Okay, so I need a female Deinosuchus to start a boss line if I wanted to use that for bossing. Primarily, I'm going to try the... I'm going to try to use the Dinotheriums. I saw a video on there that said they're pretty good. I'm going to probably also get a good Rex line up and running. That's going to help me. So let's move over the Baryonyx here. And I think I'm ready to be able to use that as my water battler if I have to go into the water. So I'm just going to throw that in here. Alright, so I have my griffin that I take with me on my taming searches. Here's a water one if I have to go into the water to get anything. My dire bear that I use, and my RG in case it becomes weight capped and the ice wyvern is not able to bring stuff back. I'll slowly fly back with an RG. And I'll just take this out because I don't need this now. I'm always a little nervous using this coloring tool here. I don't like to have it anywhere near me, just in case I whack something good. So that, and so I made some food up. We're all good to go. So now we're going to be doing a Rex hunt. I'll stop talking and rambling. But that's basically where we stand right now. I built out the base a little bit farther here. It's a pretty good location here, and I just have to kind of do a little run around here for the Rexes. And then if I go on the outer perimeter of the map, so if I tend to go around the whole outside of the map is a Rex run. I've called out some of the Rexes as well through all of those areas. There's not too many Rexes on the interior. There's a couple of them, but not a lot. They're really all around the outside, except for the swamp area. And so I just make a run around there. So I make a small run around where I am, and then I make a longer run around the outside to get my high-level Rex. So that's really what I'm doing. It just takes some time to be able to do that. And then every once in a while, I'll pop into popular areas, like at the top northwest area is where the Theries are. So I'm looking for a female Theory. I'm also looking for a Megatherium, if I can find a female Megatherium. I'm looking to see, I did see a 150 Dinotherium, but it didn't have good stats on it. So I'll pop down as the Ice Wyvern gets a little bit more powerful. I'll start to cull out some of those things so as I rotate through. I don't have an otter line yet. I like to have a good otter line, be able to have my thermal protection. So I'll pop into a lake here or there to see if there's an otter in there. I've got a level 20 right now, which is not great. So it's kind of a disposal thing. I do have Pegmastics as my carriers as well as a backup, but I typically just use the otters. And yeah, I don't go to the desert so much. I mean, I could go, there's a couple of drops in there. I do check it for the gigas, but right now I'm not powerful enough to take a giga down. I do have a compound, a Senate compound where I could make a bunch of metal things and start calling gigas, but I'm not ready to do that because you can't use them in boss fights. I need my Rex line right now, and I need a Dinotherium line. And so really those are the things that I'm really looking for. I do need a male buffalo, so if I see a male bison around somewhere, I'll grab one of those. So I just go around and try to find the high level tapes. Now really we're at that stage. So if you're watching these series and then just fast forward, I don't spend a lot of time doing chapters and stuff like that where I could really chapter up the key points, but if you just fast forward through, there's some really interesting things that go on and happen. And like I said, have a great day, and John, flip flop.